The world holds its breath. Belle is asleep. A single shaft of light cuts across her room, just missing her face. She is a peaceful mound under the duvet. And Belle lingers in her dreams. It lights up silently. 6:29 a.m. The numbers change to 6:30. A gentle vibration hums. The day's first whisper. Her eyes open slowly, no alarm. She just wakes. Stares at the ceiling for a long moment. Awake before the world. A quiet agreement with the morning. She taps the phone screen to silence it. She sits up, stretching her arms high above her head, back arching, a deep, silent yawn. Stretching into her skin. Her bare feet touch the cool wooden floor. She wiggles her toes, grounding herself. She pulls the curtain aside, looks out. The sleepy street is blue and quiet. She smiles softly. Claiming the stillness. She splashes water on her face. Looks at her reflection, smoothing an eyebrow, a nod to herself. A silent greeting. Her fingers gather her long black hair. She twists it, secures it loosely. It's neat but imperfect. She pulls on her school uniform. Skirt, shirt, sweater. Each move is practiced, routine. The uniform of the outside world. She zips it closed, checks a textbook title, gives it a pat. Loading the day's weight. Belle grabs a banana. Her mom, out of focus in the background, places a lunchbox on the counter near her. Sustenance, passed in silence. She turns, gives her mom a quick, sleepy smile, picks up the lunchbox. A wordless thank you. She double knots her white sneakers, a quick, efficient motion. Securing her armor. She steps out, closes the door softly behind her. The morning air hits her. She takes a deep breath. Stepping into the stream. Earbuds in. She walks with eyes closed for 3 steps, trusting her path. A brief, blind faith. Belle watches a cat sunning itself on a wall. An observer of small lives. Sunlight dapples her face as she walks under a tree. She looks up, squinting, catching beauty in fragments. She waits at the crosswalk, bouncing lightly on the balls of her feet. The rhythm of anticipation. The large school building comes into view. More students appear in frame. The current gathers. She passes through the iron gates. Her posture straightens almost imperceptibly. Entering the hive. A flood of identical uniforms. Belle moves through it like a fish, smooth and navigating. The morning migration. A girl across the hall catches her eye and waves. Belle smiles and waves back. Flashes of connection. Belle's hands work the combination lock with muscle memory. The first small victory. Taped inside, a postcard of a distant mountain range, a tiny feather, a doodle of a sun. Her curated sanctuary. Heavy textbooks out, a single notebook in. She shuts the locker. Equipped for the first battle. She pauses at the classroom door, takes one last deep breath, and enters. And so it begins. A complex equation covers the whiteboard. The teacher points, mouth moving silently. A language of cold logic. Her notes are neat, but in the margin, she's drawn a labyrinth with a tiny flower at its center. Her mind seeks its own paths. She chews her lower lip, erases something, tries again. A slight frown. The frustration of the unsolved. A jarring electronic buzz. Everyone stirs. Belle closes her notebook with finality. Release. Pushed along by the crowd, she adjusts her bag, keeps her eyes down, carried by the tide. A documentary plays. Archival footage of protests. Belle's face is intent, leaning forward. Stories of other times, other struggles. Her pen taps a slow rhythm on her desk, matching her thought process. A physical echo of her mind. She finds her two friends on their usual bench. Their faces light up as she sits, her anchor point. One friend offers her a chip. Belle takes it with a grin. The simple communion of lunch. Belle browses fiction shelves. Her fingers trail along the spines of books. A forest of other lives. She pulls out a worn copy of a classic, flips it open to a random page, smells the paper. An old, familiar comfort. She carefully drips one solution into another. It clouds, then clears into gold. Alchemy in a beaker. A look of pure wonder. She glances at her lab partner, sharing the marvel. Magic made real. Endless laps. Belle is mid-pack, her hair now fully loose, swaying with each stride. The meditation of motion. She crosses an imaginary line, slows to a walk, hands on her knees, breathing heavily. A satisfied exhaustion. A bead of sweat rolls down her temple, catching the harsh gym light. Physical proof of effort. A sudden collision. Her books and another student's fly everywhere. A chaotic interruption. They both kneel, scrambling for papers. It's a mess of hands and apologies mouthed. Shared, flustered humanity. Late afternoon sun paints the room in honey tones. Belle is alone at a table, sketching. Her sacred hour. The teacher pauses behind her, watching. Witnessing a secret language. The teacher places a new, pristine charcoal stick on the edge of Belle's desk, then walks away. She picks up the new charcoal, holds it gently, A profound, quiet pride fills her face. The highest form of praise. More tools. Fuel for the soul. The sound is distant, muffled. Belle is the last to look up from her work. She closes her sketchbook with care, packs her bag slowly, savoring the afterglow, reluctant to leave her world. She walks alone through the quiet, echoing halls. Her footsteps are the only sound. The hive is dormant. She clears it out for the day. The postcard and feather remain, watching over emptiness. Closing the chapter. She exits. The light is long and golden, casting huge shadows. She squints, adjusts, emerging into a softer world. She takes her earbuds out. The real world sounds rush in. Traffic, birds, distant voices. Reconnecting the senses. Her pace is leisurely. She stops to watch a street musician for a moment. No longer rushing. She takes a small detour, sits on a swing, pushes off gently, just enough to sway, reclaiming a child's rhythm. Her hands on the cold chains, the links dig lightly into her palms. A tangible, simple feeling. Remembering the spilled books, the golden experiment, the new charcoal. A private, full smile. Curating the day's gifts. She buys a cold drink. A small personal reward. She sits, watches people go by, sipping slowly. A moment of pure observation. A citizen of the evening. She sees her house, a visible, physical relaxation in her shoulders and neck, the harbor light. She's now in her gray hoodie and shorts. She pours a glass of water, drinks it all. The uniform of the self. The eternal search. Leans in, scans the contents, decides on nothing, closes it. She falls face first onto the sofa, limbs splayed. Muffled, dramatic groan into a cushion. The great daily decompression. She stares at the ceiling fan. It spins slowly. Her eyes track it, glazed over. Letting the mind go blank. A text from the friend she laughed with. A meme. Her face cracks into a smile. A ping from the tribe. Desk lamp on. Textbook open. She's dutifully working, but her foot taps restlessly. The contract with the future. She puts her head down on the book in mock despair. A moment of playful melodrama. The weight of calculus. She sits up suddenly, scribbles the answer. A point of triumph, pencil down. A small, hard-won victory. Homework pushed aside. The sketchbook is open to a new, blank page. Now, the real work begins. She sharpens a pencil. Close on hand, sketching a rough outline. Her face, lit by the lamp, deep in concentration. The drawing taking shape. A figure holding a lantern in a vast, starry field. This is where she breathes. Where feeling becomes form. Where she is most alive. Moonlight through the window. Belle is asleep, one hand under her cheek. Her face is peaceful. On the nightstand, her closed sketchbook, the new charcoal stick beside it. The screen holds on her sleeping face as the moonlight slowly moves. The day ends, not with an end, but with a quiet pulse, ready to dream and begin again.